Good morning, this is Pam with Follow Your Brush, and thank you for coming along and following your brush along with me. I'm not a professional artist. This is not a tutorial. I just follow and share what's been going on in my own journey as I explore and experiment. And today I'm playing with dot cards. What is a dot card, you may ask? You might not ask, you may already have some. But when you watch a YouTube video and you see people recommending different types of paints or brands or colors, and you might not have them to paint along, one way you can do so just to experiment and see whether or not you like those colors is to get dot cards. Most companies make them available. I have a few right here. You can see I've been playing. This is from Daniel Smith, and Daniel Smith dot cards has 266 colors. It even has their iridescence and their gouache, and it comes with this nice booklet that explains every color that they have with all the pigment numbers and whether they stain or whether they're transparent. And that is helpful, especially if you're looking for something that maybe is transparent. If you're looking for something that's granulating, then you're going to want to look at their granulating colors. And it will tell you on this as well. Some of these are granulating colors. Trying to see their pigment, their Primatech series is granulating, and I'm looking at this right now. I don't actually see it, but the granulating colors will give you more than one color when they dry out, and it's just really kind of cool. Like Undersea Green does, Rare Green Earth does, Prussian Green. You can see how there's different colors involved. So if you're looking for a transparent color, you don't want to get a granulating color and then be disappointed. Or if you're looking for something that's granulating and you get a set of colors that is all transparent and single pigment, you might be disappointed, is what I'm saying. This is a great way to try them out ahead of time. Have the information on your dot cards. It tells you down here at the bottom. There at the bottom of the card, it will tell you, gives you a little code. This is with the Daniel Smith, granulating yes or no. So like here it says Perylene Violet, there's an N there, so that means no, it's not. The Cobalt Violet has a Y, so that means granulation is yes in varying degrees. Transparency, this is what I was looking for today. We'll just have a clear dot, semi-transparent, the full dot is opaque. So that makes a difference when you're painting. If you're wanting to do things like layering or glazing, it will make a difference whether the paint is staining, transparent, granulating, etc. So dot cards are a great way to play and find this out. These are from A Gallo, and they're cut in half for the very simple reason that I cut these in half to take with me on the go in my bag with my art toolkit, or I can just slide them in a purse. I have a plastic bag that I keep them in. I slide them in that, and I can take them with me, and then all I need is on the go is like some paper and maybe even a water brush, and you're good to go. You have plenty of paint on these. I'll show you how they puddle up like a little palette here in a second. And if you're on the go, they're fun, or if you're just trying. Last night I was working with Smimery Blue. They are known for being single pigment. So I wanted to play with that, and last night, and you can see that I just had a ball playing, doing different things, and seeing how they worked, and how they layered on top of one another when they were dry. So I thought we would play with some dot cards today, and follow the dots, see where they take them. We'll start with Daniel Smith here. My little paper, I have just put some little circles on here because this is not a lesson or anything. This is just to play, and I want to see how they overlap. And we're going to do wet on dry. This is my brush from Tracy Levinson, which is my to-go brush.
It's my favorite Wangi bamboo handle, which he hand carves. These particular bristles are goat and hair and synthetic. It's a beautiful tip. Holds lots of water, and you can just paint and paint and paint. Have a great time. I'm wanting to play with some transparent colors though, so I'm looking for this little zero. This little zero here, so it says transparent. And I want to see how they're going to go on. And that's why I drew these little circles. You see how these wet so nicely with just a little dab of water. And let's just go ahead and try here in this circle. Some more water, some paint, just let this really puddle up. Kind of using the side of my brush here as I go around and fill this in. And just get some more pigment. There's lots of pigment on these. I have taken these with me. One time I was actually in the hospital, and my daughter just brought me my dot cards, and I had a sketchbook and just painted and painted while I was in the hospital. So there you go. There's that. This is Cobalt Violet Deep. Probably not as deep as it can go because I'm just using a little bit, and I have it pretty thinned out. It's what we would call the tea consistency. Get on this side. Let me get a little darker on my circle. And I'm doing the circles because I want to go back over them and see how we do with other colors and how they layer. I want to find another transparent color. This says Quin Pink. I was using this earlier, and it also says transparent. So let's try this one in a different circle. I'm not going to overlap yet. Let's go here. Ooh, that's pretty. You like a hot pink? There you go. This is Quin Pink. I love the quinacridone colors. So this one is Quin Pink. Really, really pretty. And you can see that it goes a long way because I was actually using this earlier as well. And it still has lots left in that dot card. Lots. I'm sure what they do is put them out and, you know, let them dry. And then you got your dot cards. Texture's a little different in this one than the Cobalt, but they do both have the zero as being transparent. What I want them to do is to dry a little bit. Then we'll go over it with another color. Let me come over here. I'm going to kind of stay in this family because I have this dot card right here in front of me. And let's try another one. We have another Quin Magenta is one of my favorites. And it's just, oops, my brushes are wanting to play. It also says that it's transparent. So let's try the Quin Magenta. I'm going to go up here and let those other ones, look how, just a drop of water. Look how much paint you have there. That's what I'm saying. You can really paint a small picture in your sketchbook or whatever with the dot card. And it gives you an idea how they're going to act. Not just to swatch them, but to play with them, use them. And this is one of my absolute favorites. My Quin Magenta. And there is more than enough paint on that dot. Look at that. Leave one area a little deep. Some of these dot cards I have used and then come back to, and it dries, and even the little bit of puddle that is left there still is working. So there you go. So there's a Quin Magenta. That's so pretty. This is my Cobalt Violet Deep. I'm seeing a little texture. It's almost look like a little granulation. I don't know if it had granulation. Oh, it says yes, it does. Oh, well, there you go. It does have granulation in varying degrees. That's what my chart says. I should have looked at that ahead of time. This one does not have granulation. and this one does not granulate. But yes, I was correct in looking at that, thinking that's granulating. What I wanted to do is just gonna do one, let's do this one down here, and then hopefully by that time some of these will be dry. Let's go down, let's try a different color. Let's come into the just for the heck of it, let me look at this. These are the these are the duochromes. They're going to change color. They do granulate, transparent. But what the heck? Let's play with one. Want to? See, that's what you can do with your. This is hibiscus, duochrome hibiscus. Let's see what this does. It is granulating. It also is transparent. Let's try this down here. Should have some kind of a glimmer in it as we paint. Does shift. It's going to have a color shift as it dries. It's kind of fun. So see, I don't own this color in a tube, but who knows, after playing with this, I might discover that this would be fun. I'm thinking Christmas or something, Christmas cards or cotton candy or bubble gum. I mean, what a great color. I'm loving that. So that is exactly why I get my dot cards, so I can play and see what they're going to do. Oh, this is fun. There we go. We're getting into the color shift. It's going to shift more as it dries. That's really cool. I'm going to try another one over here. This is just too much fun. Let's try this duochrome blue pearl. See that one? Let me get it nice and wet. I think these don't wet quite as quickly. So let me let that sit a minute. It almost looks like it has a little bit of shimmer in that color. You see that getting stirred up? That shimmer getting stirred up? Let my brush soak it up. My great brush. Let's go over here to this blue. Get some more pigment load in here if I can. And see that shimmer on the paper? Let me zoom in a minute and I'll show you even better. You can see the shimmer swirling on the dot, can't you? Woo! So I'm to connect the dots. Look at that shimmer just swirl in that. Let me do just for the heck of it. I'm just going to put some water right here. And let me just put a drop of this and see what it does if I drop it into wet on wet. Look at that. You see that go? Woo! Let's give it a little channel to run in. See what it wants to do. This is fun. This is really fun. See, this is what I like to do. I like to just play and experiment. Let's bring this up to the camera so you can see. Look how that's running. And hopefully you can see that shimmer in there. Look at that shimmer and shine. How cool is that? Let me take some up and put it over my pink. See what happens. This is the regular pink. It wasn't with the shimmer. This is the other one that had the shimmer. You can see that. This is a duochrome.
Look how pretty that is. I don't own these, but this makes me want to go buy some. That's the whole point of my the whole point of my experiment. Let me see what I can layer over this pink. It's so pretty. Let me find another transparent one though. That maybe I can layer over that pink just for the heck of it before we go. Let me see. Let's try another color though. Quinn Lake, that's pretty. It's transparent and it does not granulate. So let's see what happens if we put it over this other color. Some of that other color still shows through, but yet I can come down and overlap. So that's kind of what I wanted to see. I wanted to see how colors will overlap, glaze or whatever when I'm going to be doing the painting. You get some more of that. Just come in here, just fill this up. So I can still kind of see my color underneath, but yet it just darkens it. You see that? Let's try some over this violet. I'm gonna try I'll do the same one. This is Quinn Lilac. It says that it is transparent and it's non-granulating. The other one was granulating. See how it does over that. Bring it down over my pink as well while I'm at it. So you see, you can, with the transparent colors, you can see through them. And that's the beauty of watercolor. So when you're painting, you can do these experiments and see how things are going to go on your paper, and then decide what you want to do. Let's try some opera pink just for the heck of it before we go. It says this is a little bit granulating, but I'm just going to put some on this anyway. I don't have much. Opera pink is a color that I do own. All right, I've probably talked way too long. But there we go. That was fun. Dot cards. Get yourself some dot cards and follow the dots and see what you think about different colors. I bought my dot cards from Cheap Joe's Art Stuff. If you go online and look at their watercolor and then colors, they will have dot cards from several different companies, actually, not just Daniel Smith. You can get a lot of different dot cards and try them out and play and look at that beautiful blue shimmer. Wow, I'm thinking snow with this one too. I'm thinking Christmas cards, Christmas trees with snow on them, with the blues and the pinks. My brain is just going off because of these dot cards. Go get yourself a dot card today and have some fun and go follow that brush. Thank you. Bye.